Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy, man. For today's video, we got Nick Wright, who I typically, call Nick Wrong. We got his NBA player pyramid, guys. So basically, he's gonna have like his top player, the two under that. You know what? Y'all know like a pyramid scheme. I fell for one in high school, man. I forgot what it was, but it was some sort of like shake that was supposed to make you lose like 30 pounds in a day. A lot of people fell for it, man. They said it tasted like pancakes, too. But, yeah, that's beyond the point. So, yes, we're going to check this out. Also, just let you guys know, man, you guys can see there's a new background behind me. And that's just because I'm trying to switch things up a little bit. Plus, over on my main channel, Crispy Flakes, I'm starting, like, a podcasty NBA talk type of thing. And I didn't really like having the green screen behind me because it looked ugly. So, we got the green wall with stuff on it, man. So, yeah, that should be pretty interesting. But here we go. Nick Wright, NBA player pyramid. Let's get it, man. Well, let's not get it.
Colin Cowherd on the herd, special holiday edition. Not really special holiday edition, just special me because I get to fill in for Colin. All those days are special me.
Bro, I low-key always saw that this man looked like Lost and Unbound. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see this being Lost and Unbound in like 40 years. Except maybe for like Russell Westbrook. Wasn't he a big Russell Westbrook fan? I don't know, man. It's just like my first notion.
Upon a time, I did this a lot back when I lived in Los Angeles. Now I live in New York. Don't get to do it that often, so I'm excited to do it today. In about 12 minutes, I think, I'm going to go through, after I give Colin all that love, a much better version of what Colin would call the herd hierarchy.
Okay.
I do NFL tiers. It's far superior. It's all 32 teams. I am not a prisoner of the Buffalo Bills moment. We'll do that in 12 minutes. But speaking of tiers,
I think you mean Buffalo Wild
going
Wings.
into the NBA season, I know all of you do the same thing I do. You say, hey, what's a good round number? 36 sounds good. Who are the best 36 players in the NBA? If only there was a way to know. There is. Here it is right now. I present to you.
Bro, you already 1,000,000,000% sound like the man OSN. Like, this is the list. Every other list is wrong. Don't even put it in consideration. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
The player pyramid headed into this season, which I know started last night, but I wasn't filling in yesterday, so I couldn't show it to you yesterday. Show it to me, please, wonderful production staff. Atop the pyramid, we all know who the top of the NBA player pyramid is. I think we can show it to you in a moment.
Okay.
It's LeBron James. He's the top guy on the pyramid.
Bro, I can't start raging already, man, because I literally just put in damn nails and screws in my wall. So if I start raging, just to start falling down, okay, Nick? I'm just going to say that. Nick Wrong. Ooh. Okay, you know what? I want to see the whole list before I start making, stuff out there so we can really, okay, let's just see the whole list first here, man, okay?
And then the question is, okay, well, so this is just your top 10. But
I'll listen to him first.
36 in a moment. So there is real debate over who should be on that next line. I think Durant has to be there.
Okay, here we go.
Last time we saw Durant play, he was unquestionably.
Do I dare hear him out for the next 4 minutes, or do I just roast the list right now, man? Because, I'm ready when you guys are. I am ready 1,000,000,000% when you guys are, man. I'll listen to him first, and I'll roast the hell out of it. Because, if he has, like, certain points, it might change my mind a little. It won't. But here we go.
There's the full pyramid, the second best player in the world. Some folks say, Nick, you have Luka too high. Luka's going to win league MVP this year. Luka's going to average 30 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. He is going to be first-team All-NBA again. He should be right there neck and neck with KD. Third tier.
Yo, what's the man averaging right now, though, is the real question. Let me look this up. Luka, because this was made on December 23rd, so it was a few weeks ago before the season started, right? So I want to look up the man's stats real quick here and just see what he's averaging. This season, 8 games, 27 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. Yes, he's absolutely fantastic. I have no doubt in my mind that he is a fantastic player and can win MVP. I will give him that.
AD, Giannis, Harden. AD
didn't have the
playoff success before he joined LeBron, even though you think he probably would have. Giannis and Harden obviously have some tough playoff moments, unbelievable regular season.
Wait, what did you say about AD?
And would have. AD didn't have the playoff success before he joined LeBron, even though you think he probably would have. Giannis and Harden obviously.
Okay, yes, I do agree with that.
Obviously have some tough playoff moments, unbelievable regular season moments. And then that fourth tier, Steph, Kawhi.
Okay, I'm sorry. How can you put... Okay, I love Luka Doncic. I think he's a fantastic player. Absolute steal for the Dallas Mavericks. Like, you guys are so lucky you get to go straight from Dirk Nowitzki to Luka. Like, not a lot of teams get that dynasty-wise. But what has Luka done to deserve that second-tier spot that Giannis has not done? Giannis has back-to-back MVPs. I mean, as far as like playoff success, I mean, Luka hasn't done anything that Giannis hasn't done. So then you are rewarding Luka for saying he's going to be MVP, but you don't want to reward Giannis for already winning back-to-back MVPs. That's really my only gripe with that top so far, is that, because, like, obviously you can only have two-tier players, and I do think Durant is better than James Harden. I just do, when push comes to shove and everything like that. Luka and Giannis replace that, and you're doing okay. Then you're doing okay. Even with LeBron James, like, I understand both sides where some might not think he's the best player in the NBA anymore. Just because, he's, like, older and stuff, and he's not the player he once was. Like, I could even have that argument, but, like, I'm not going to, like, be totally against having LeBron at the top, because LeBron's somebody easy to say that you could have number one. Like, that's fine, and I'm not too mad about that. I feel like mutually having LeBron number one probably leads to the least amount of arguments.
And Dame. The reason the producer showed you those 4 tiers first was because that's your 10 best players. And the reason that's noteworthy is, guys, too many folks act like there's 20 top 10 players.
Yeah, that's a good point right there. Yeah, top 10 wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's not a bad top 10. I have nothing against that whatsoever. I mean, there's always going to be the argument of Jokic and Embiid. That's always going to be an argument. So, based off who you're talking to, you could switch that around. Dame deserves to be up there. Kawhi Leonard, Steph Curry. Yeah, that is the top 10. I'm not saying that's the top 10 order, but that is the top 10 players in the NBA. I think that's pretty fair to say. And like I said, people want to say, well, you're disrespecting Rudy Gobert. Just throw a name out there, I guess. You can't say somebody's disrespecting without having a point to prove why they're being disrespected. It's like, who would you knock off the list to have Rudy Gobert on there,
Guys, too many folks act like there's 20 top 10 players.
Yeah, that's a great point he's making.
Those are your top 10 players.
Great point.
Whose face is not here is not a top 10 player. So, Jayson Tatum fans and Jimmy Butler fans, sorry, Joy, and Joel Embiid fans, all awesome players.
11, 12, and 13 is very
top
nice.
10 guys. Now we can zoom out again. I hope I'm not giving anyone a headache here. My apologies. The other thing that this shows...
I'm going to tell you straight up, Nick Wright, it is not the transition of the pyramid that's giving me the headache. I'm just saying. It's not the transition, man.
This is the deepest the league has ever been. The combination of international talent plus medical and technological evolution, which has allowed guys to play longer and later in their careers, like LeBron or Chris Paul, at a super high level. It
is crazy to think about.
Trae Young is there on the bottom. Trae Young averaged 30 points a game last year.
Okay.
He's not a top 30 player.
According to you.
Guys who could be the biggest risers this season, I know Jayson Tatum could be. Right now, Jayson Tatum is not a top 15 player. And I know folks get upset at that, but look at the people on the tiers above him. Who's he better than?
Tiers above him? Okay, I would take Tatum over Jamal Murray. As much as I respect what Jimmy Butler did for the Miami Heat and how he is and just like his style of play, I would take Tatum over Jimmy Butler. CP3 had a great all-star year last year, very inspirational and stuff. I would take Tatum over CP3. And just based off of my own thoughts, man, Donovan Mitchell is great, but I'm pretty damn sure I'm taking Tatum over Donovan Mitchell too. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm taking him over all these guys in this row. And that's not, I don't think I would take Tatum over Joel Embiid. Well, but that's different. This comes out, okay, if we're talking about strictly basketball skill, I mean, it's a lot closer, but if you want to look at, like, injuries and things like that and health, which is the same thing as injuries, then, that's a discussion. Or really even, like, what I think you need in the NBA to win championships. I feel like what Tatum does and the position he plays and the way he dominates his position is more important than having an extremely dominating center. But that's a positional thing. That's a different discussion. But, yeah.
It's really hard after the playoff run of Jamal Murray or the playoff performance of Donovan Mitchell put Tatum ahead of him. And I know...
In all fairness, I am talking hindsight, too, because he made this December 23rd, and I'm talking, nearly 3 weeks after this was created. So I do have, the ability to look back at what we've seen so far.
Bam Adebayo fans say he should be a step higher than he is. But when Bam Adebayo is probably not a top 20 guy, when Jayson Tatum is definitely not a top 15 guy.
What do you mean definitely?
Hell, Drew Holiday is maybe not a top 30 player. It's the deepest the league has ever been. And of all those players, you look at the list and you say, wow, is that fair to Kyrie Irving? I think it's hard to say if
Kyrie's better than Russell
win a
Westbrook
championship that there's anyone on the tiers above Kyrie that you would rather have Kyrie than when you incorporate both ends of the court. Guys this year that I think could move themselves up are obviously Zion and Tatum. Luka,
Yep.
I've already moved him up because
Okay, I mean, at least he's saying Tatum couldn't move up, so. But even, like, I would say going back to last year, though. So, you know what I'm saying?
I think he's going to be a top 3 player in the league this season. And guys who are not on the pyramid but used to be is a guy like Kemba Walker. See if Kemba Walker can play a full season healthy, but right now, Kemba Walker, and it speaks to the depth of the league.
I think that's kind of fair.
Probably not one of the 40 best players in the league. Pascal Siakam was All-NBA. He's there on that bottom row. Chris Middleton was a 40-90 guy. He's on that bottom row as well. So it just speaks to the depth we have in the league right now. I'm sure people will argue with me on the internet about this.
No, I mean, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt on that one right there. It's pretty much on the video right here anyway, guys. I do think that there's something to be said that somebody will look at this list and be like, well, Kemba Walker was disrespected. You know, some other player that I just can't think of at the moment was like D'Angelo Russell disrespected. And I do see a lot of cases too where I think about guys like that, and it's like I can make cases for them, but I can also make cases for the other one. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, let's say just hypothetically, man, you put Kemba Walker on the list and you take off John Morant. Then, right, at the same time, people will say, well, that's disrespect to John Morant. It's like you can make a case for him. So that's why pyramids, rankings, man, it's so tough to do. It's all speculation, and it's just based off like what we believe at the time, man. So, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I feel like his top 10 was pretty damn legit as far as like these are the top 10 players. Luka and Giannis, I would switch around. And then I would be cool having AD, Harden, and Luka on the same tier. But even like then you can make a case for Steph Curry. Like some people say like Steph Curry's better than Harden, and I can kind of see that too. I can actually really see that too, if I'm being honest, man. But like, as far as like listing the top 10, he's got that right. So, but you don't really get scrutinized from that when you do a pyramid video. So that's all we got, man. Just want to check this out. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed. If you guys don't mind the new backdrop like this, I think it looks well. I think it looks kind of fresh, man. It just adds a little vibrantness to my stuff and just having my glossy looking green screen. So thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, guys.